Have you ever felt like you're driving with the emergency brake on? You're pushing the accelerator. You're trying to move forward, but something is holding you back. A deep, unseen friction that drains your energy and keeps you stuck in the same cycles. You feel it in your relationships, your career, your sense of self-worth. You've been told to just get over it, to let go of the past, to think positive. But what if that advice, however well-intentioned, is fundamentally flawed? What if the very thing you're trying to get over is not a memory, but a living, breathing frequency within your own energy field? This is the energy of your wounded younger self. It's not a ghost from the past. It's an active, vibrational reality in your present. Every time you feel not good enough, every time you fear abandonment, every time you self-sabotage, that is a signal, a frequency broadcast from a part of you that is frozen in time, still experiencing the pain of an old wound. We are taught to deny this part, to silence its cries, or to psychoanalyze it into submission. But from a quantum perspective, this is like trying to fix a distorted radio signal by yelling at the speaker. You are not addressing the source of the broadcast. The core concept we are exploring today is a radical shift in perspective. We will stop trying to fix or get over this part of you. Instead, we are going to turn towards it, to engage with it, to love it. Because this conscious integration is not just a psychological act. It is a quantum event. It is an energetic frequency shift that has the power to rewrite your current paradigm of life experience and shatter the generational patterns you thought were your destiny. The solution is a courageous and profound dialogue with your inner child. This isn't about indulging in victimhood. It is the ultimate act of self-empowerment. It is about understanding that your younger self holds the energetic key to your present reality. Think about the principles of quantum mechanics. Everything is energy, frequency, and vibration. Your thoughts, your emotions, your beliefs, they are all frequencies. The unprocessed pain, fear, and loneliness of your childhood exist as a very specific and often very chaotic frequency within your system. This frequency acts like a powerful magnet, drawing experiences and people into your life that resonate with it, a principle known as quantum resonance. This is why you might find yourself in the same type of relationship over and over again. You are not cursed. You are simply in resonance with an old, unaddressed frequency. Now, here is where your power comes in. The observer effect in quantum physics demonstrates that the act of observation changes the nature of what is being observed. Particles behave differently when they are being watched. You are the observer of your inner world. When you observe your inner child with judgment, with frustration, with a desire to make it go away, you are collapsing the wave of potential into the same old particle of pain. But what happens when you, the conscious observer, decide to look at that younger self with unconditional love, compassion, and understanding? You fundamentally change the energetic information you are sending to that part of you. You introduce a new, coherent, loving frequency. You are not trying to erase the old frequency. You are loving it into a new state of being. You are choosing to collapse potential into a new reality, one where that energy is integrated, not exiled. This is the mechanism. It is a conscious, intentional shift in the frequency of your observation. So why is this so challenging? Why does it feel like this part of us has such an unbreakable hold? The answer lies in the architecture of your mind. Neuroscience has shown us that the subconscious mind governs up to 95% of our daily behavior, thoughts, and emotional reactions. And the language of the subconscious is not logic. It is emotion and energy. Your subconscious was programmed in your early years, primarily between the ages of 0 and 7. During this time, your brain was in a theta wave state, which is essentially a state of hypnosis. You absorb the beliefs, fears, and emotional patterns of your environment directly into your operating system. That sense of not being good enough, it's not a thought you have, it is a program that runs you. The fear of being seen, it is a program. These are not just memories. They are deeply ingrained neurological and energetic patterns. Your identity, who you believe yourself to be, is largely a collection of these subconscious programs. You think you are making conscious choices, but 95% of the time, you are simply acting out the script written by your younger self's experiences. Denying or fighting this part of you is like a computer program trying to delete its own source code. It is an impossible, exhausting battle. You create an inner civil war, a state of energetic incoherence. The challenge is not that your inner child is powerful. The challenge is that you have identified with its pain. You believe that its fears are your fears, that its limitations are your limitations. The work is to lovingly differentiate, to become the conscious, loving adult who can stand with that child, hold its hand, and say, I am here now. We are safe. I am in charge, and I will not abandon you. This is how you begin to recondition the subconscious mind. So, let's make this practical. How do you begin this dialogue? How do you initiate this rapid, energetic shift? I want you to find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths, allowing your body to relax. I want you to bring to mind a recent situation where you felt triggered, small, or afraid. Feel that emotion in your body, just for a moment. Now, I want you to ask yourself, how old do I feel right now? Don't think about it. Just allow a number to surface. Maybe it's 5. Maybe it's 7. Maybe it's 14. Once you have that age, I want you to visualize that version of you. See that little boy or that little girl standing before you. Don't judge them. Don't try to fix them. Just see them. Look into their eyes. This is not just an exercise in imagination. You are using your focused consciousness, your intention, to direct energy. Quantum physics tells us that where your attention goes, energy flows. You are literally building an energetic bridge to this fragmented aspect of your own consciousness. Now, from your heart, from the wise, loving adult you are today, speak to them. You can do this silently or out loud. Say to them, I see you. I hear you. I am so sorry you had to go through that alone. It was not your fault. Thank you for being so strong. Thank you for getting us through that. Thank you for ensuring we survived. What do you need from me right now? And then, just listen. The answer might come as a word, a feeling, an image. Maybe they need a hug. Maybe they need to hear that they are loved unconditionally. Maybe they just need to cry and be held. Give them what they need. Visualize yourself holding them, comforting them, filling them with a beautiful, healing light. This is not passive visualization. This is an active, energetic transaction. You are repatterning a neurological pathway. You are rewriting a subconscious program with the frequency of love. This is a rapid shift because you are bypassing the analytical mind and communicating directly with the subconscious in its native language, energy and emotion. Now, let's expand this to an even deeper level. Your inner child is not just a psychological construct. It is a fractal of your multidimensional self. It is a key aspect of your total energy field. When this aspect of you is held in a state of trauma, a frequency of fear, shame, or lack, it creates what physicists would call incoherence in your entire vibrational field. Imagine dropping a pebble into a still pond. It creates beautiful, coherent ripples. Now imagine throwing a handful of gravel into that same pond. The ripples become chaotic, jumbled, incoherent. This is what an unintegrated inner child does to your energy field. This incoherence disrupts the signal you are broadcasting to the quantum field. It creates static. You might be affirming for abundance with your conscious mind, but if your inner child is broadcasting a frequency of unworthiness and lack, which signal do you think the universe is responding to? The one that is running 95% of the time. This is where epigenetics provides a stunning biological confirmation. Epigenetics is the science of how your perceptions and environment can change the way your genes are expressed. Your emotions are chemical feedback. When you are in a state of fear or stress, you are sending signals of danger to your cells. This can activate or deactivate certain genes, including those passed down through generations. This is the biological basis of generational trauma. But the reverse is also true. When you engage in this practice of loving dialogue with your inner child, you are creating new emotional states. You are generating the elevated emotions of love, gratitude, and safety. These emotions create a new chemical environment in your body. You are literally sending new information, new signals to your cells, telling them that they are safe, that the environment has changed. This can influence your gene expression, breaking the chain of inherited trauma at a cellular level. You are not just healing a memory, you are upgrading your biology. This wisdom is not new. The Vedanta philosophy speaks of the Atman, the true eternal self, recognizing and integrating all the fragmented parts of the jiva, the individual personality. It is the journey from fragmentation to wholeness. You are a multidimensional being, and this is multidimensional integration. How do you bring this profound practice into the fabric of your daily life? It begins by creating small, consistent moments of connection. This isn't a one-time event. It is a new way of being in relationship with yourself. I want you to set an intention. Every time you feel a strong, negative emotional reaction today, anxiety, anger, insecurity, I want you to pause. Instead of reacting or suppressing the feeling, place a hand on your heart. Take one deep breath. And ask this simple question: what does the younger part of me need right now? This simple act interrupts the subconscious pattern. It brings you from unconscious reaction into conscious presence. Maybe the answer is that you need to step away from the situation for a moment. Maybe you need to speak kindly to yourself. Maybe you just need to acknowledge, wow, this is really scary for that little one inside me. The goal is not to eliminate the trigger, but to change your response to it. You are becoming your own loving parent in real time. This is how you build trust with that wounded part of you. You are showing it, through consistent action, that you will not abandon it anymore. Now, I want you to engage with me. Pause this video right now, just for 30 seconds. Close your eyes, put your hand on your heart, and ask your younger self this one question: what do you most need to hear from me today? Listen to the very first thing that comes. Don't second guess it. Hold that answer. This is the beginning of the most important dialogue of your life. Feel free to share what came up for you in the comments below. Your vulnerability can be a permission slip for someone else to begin their own journey. As you commit to this practice, you will inevitably face challenges. The old programs will fight for their survival. Your inner critic, which is often the voice of a critical parent internalized by your inner child, will tell you this is foolish. It will say you're making it all up. This is a critical juncture. This is the subconscious testing the new reality. Think of the double-slit experiment. When a conscious observer is present, energy behaves as a wave of infinite potential. The moment the observer looks away, it collapses back into a predictable particle, its default state. You are the conscious observer of your inner state. When you are consistently observing your inner child with love and presence, you are holding its energy in a wave of new potential. The moment you give in to doubt and stop the practice, the energy collapses back into the old particle of pain. Your belief and your consistency are the stabilizing forces. When doubt creeps in, I want you to ground yourself in this undeniable truth. You are here, now. You survived. The very fact that you are alive, breathing, and able to do this work is the ultimate testament to the incredible resilience and strength of that younger you. That child did whatever it had to do to get you here. They endured. They protected you. Your current existence is their legacy. Honor that. Your value is not something you need to achieve by fixing your past. Your intrinsic value is innate. It was there in your first breath, and it is here now. It is unshakable. Remind yourself of this truth whenever the old doubts arise. Ancient spiritual texts echo this sentiment. Proverbs says, "As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he." This isn't about affirmations that feel hollow. It is about cultivating a deep, heartfelt state of being. This practice is how you transform thinking in your head to knowing in your heart. You are not overcoming doubt with logic. You are dissolving it with the frequency of love. So let's bring this all together. The feeling of being stuck, of being held back by your past, is not a life sentence. It is an invitation. It is a signal from a part of your own consciousness that is calling out for love, for integration. For too long, you have been taught to fight, deny, or get over this part of yourself. Today, you understand that this approach only strengthens the pattern of pain. The true path to freedom lies not in rejection, but in radical acceptance and loving dialogue. This is not just a psychological technique, it is a quantum act of creation. By consciously choosing to observe your inner child with love, you are applying the observer effect to your own energy field. You are introducing a coherent frequency that harmonizes the chaotic vibrations of old trauma, allowing a new reality to emerge. You've learned that this practice rewrites the subconscious programs that have been running 95% of your life. It sends new signals of safety and love to your cells, influencing your very biology through epigenetics and breaking the chains of generational trauma. This is the convergence of modern science and ancient wisdom, proving that you have the power to fundamentally alter your state of being. Your younger self is not a wound to be healed. It is a source of immense strength, resilience, and wisdom waiting to be integrated. The love you give to that part of you is the love that heals your present and creates your future. Your intrinsic value is not up for debate. It is not something you earn by becoming perfect. It is your birthright. The adult you are today is a monument to the survival of the child you once were. Honor them. Thank them. Love them. The most transformative journey you will ever take is the journey back to yourself. Begin that conversation today. The whole, magnificent, and powerful you is waiting.